Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. Today I wanted to switch things up a bit and talk about Bitcoin. This comes in response to a viewer asking if I have invested in cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin, and what my thoughts were about not only Bitcoin but cryptocurrency in general. So actually I have been invested in Bitcoin in the past. About 3 or 4 years ago I had an account with Coinbase, so I went ahead and logged back onto Coinbase and noticed a couple different things. First, Coinbase has a smartphone app, the app you see here. It's quite a cool little app here, very smooth running app, where you can buy and sell Bitcoin. And the second is the price of Bitcoin. So when I was invested in Bitcoin, this was back in 2013, 14, and the price was essentially anywhere from $500 to $200. I had about 10 Bitcoin or so at that point. I had also been doing some script mining, basically a way of generating other types of cryptocurrency, Litecoin, Dogecoin. It gets very complex. Just for you guys who don't know about cryptocurrency, it's basically a form of digital money. To get very simplistic in describing it, it is very complex. It's based on a whole science of cryptography, of essentially having a public ledger and having a peer-to-peer network able to decoding some of these transactions and having a discrete amount of coins available to serve as a currency. And you can do some mining activities and other things with computer processing power to generate your own coins. And in generating the coins, you're basically running the network as well. So again, very complex. If there's enough interest, I'll do a little bit of video about cryptocurrency. But suffice it to say, it's a type of digital currency. So like I said, I had some of this in the past, didn't really trust it too much. It was a new kind of currency. And at the point I was buying into it, it was really trending down here a bit. So I just went ahead and sold off pretty much all my coins. You can see on the bottom here I have 0.0025 coins left, $3.41. I do have quite a bit of Litecoin left, about 300 coins or so, which I just looked at Litecoin as well, and it's now $15 a coin. So I have quite a bit of bank there that I will try to see if I can fire up my old wallet and see if those coins are still available. I also had some Dogecoin as well, but those coins are a lot cheaper than Bitcoin here. But the price of Bitcoin, I absolutely cannot believe it, $13.65, and it's even higher than it was back sort of in the infancy of Bitcoin here. And you can see this big spike up here and then big trend down here. Kind of an interesting story behind the first exchange. So a Coinbase is an exchange for Bitcoin. Basically, you can sell Bitcoin and another type of cryptocurrency here, Ethereum, for U.S. dollars. And there's other, I would say, brokerage accounts for these cryptocurrencies. I would say Coinbase is sort of a brokerage account for cryptocurrency, but it only has two. There's other ones that have literally hundreds of different types of cryptocurrency that you can exchange for cash, for U.S. dollars, Canadian dollars. I think there's one for euros as well. But you can see here kind of an interesting history here. It spiked up here and then came down quite dramatically. And this is because of a scandal with one of the first large brokerage accounts called Mt. Gox. And a very interesting story behind Mt. Gox as well. I don't want to get too much into the details behind it, but essentially it was called Mt. Gox because it was a trading platform for Magic the Gathering cards. Apparently they're very collectible. And there's a whole trading platform for that, Mt. Gox. So basically, Magic the Gathering trading exchange. It's the whole idea behind that name. But they evolved into more of a Bitcoin exchange. But the person running that particular exchange was essentially stealing Bitcoins from all its users. So people who had deposited money into that particular exchange were essentially defrauded out of millions of dollars. And with the price of Bitcoin now, this could be essentially hundreds of millions of dollars, being $13.66 a Bitcoin. Another kind of interesting story is way back in the infancy. This is way before even this big spike up here, that a Bitcoin was essentially worth pennies. And one famous story is one of the first miners of Bitcoin generating 10,000 Bitcoins and then buying a pizza with it. So basically 10,000 Bitcoins for one pizza. And you can see in today's currency, he essentially traded, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for that one pizza. Kind of interesting stories, but don't want to get too much into that. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the app here. Very cool application here. You can buy and sell Bitcoins here. The cool part about this as well is you can buy Bitcoins with a credit card. So if you were to push on the buy button, it would bring up a portal. You can specify how many Bitcoins to buy, and you can essentially buy it with your credit card. There is quite a bit of a fee. I think it's 3.99% to buy with a credit card, but kind of a cool way to buy Bitcoins. And the really cool part about this is that you can essentially buy and sell this 24 hours a day. There are quite a few people who play this application or play the exchanges just like the stock market, buying and selling Bitcoin, trying to use some technical analysis to buy and sell, and you can essentially do this 24 hours a day. The exchange is always open. You can always buy and sell on the exchange. So kind of a cool exchange. Other exchanges are a little bit more in-depth as well. You can essentially, like I said, exchange hundreds of different types of cryptocurrencies on some of the other exchanges, but the problem with the other exchanges is that a lot of these are based in Eastern European countries, so don't quite trust some of those. But again, it's kind of a cool way of buying and selling cryptocurrency here. And Bitcoin really looks like it's becoming its own currency here, established currency, coming up to 1366, which is just phenomenal. I can't believe it. Wish I had my 10 Bitcoins yet. I think I sold them off for about $400 or $500 a piece at that point. But yeah, just wanted to talk a little bit about this application here. I may put out a few more videos about the application, go into buying and selling of cryptocurrency. But if you guys are interested in another video, let me know. I can definitely put one out about what Bitcoin is and then also how to use this application. And maybe even go into some videos about the other online brokerage firms or applications that you can use to buy and sell a whole range of different cryptocurrencies like Litecoin, Dogecoin, Redcoin. I mean, there's 100 different types of cryptocurrency. So yeah, kind of with that, I'll end the video here. As always, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until next video, we'll see you then.